Mark's moment. Mark, are you there?
I am here.
Are you going to take a moment?
I'm going to take, I don't know if I'm going to do a George 25-minute talk, but
25. We don't we
uh,
would be hopeful it was
four and a
25.
half. Okay, let's go to the next slide, please. Hello, everyone. Sorry about that. Um, Not a great start to the year for me personally, but a great start for us as an organization. You can see the names of everybody here. Donna obviously was just standing up there. Susie is in the room somewhere. Wave your hand. Chris is moving the camera around, so that's Chris. Carissa, I don't know. I can't really tell who's there or not. Chris is our secretary. Russ, I know, is there. I see him. Uh, Michelle Murphy is at Nabi, but her able assistant is Howard this year. Thank you so much. And our past pres, George, is also out at Nabi this week. Next slide, please. Our committee leads, you can read them for yourself. I'm just going to point out the ones in red. If you are willing to help out with the beginners course, either interested in the classroom session teaching or in the go to the apiary and help teach a lab once or twice a month. The way we're going to run it this year is the beginners course is going to be taught at historic Sugartown 2 times a month and at Bondsville Mill 2 times a month. But the beginners will sign up for one of those 4 sessions. So they go to the classroom session and then they go to one of the labs, and then we need lab assistants. Community outreach, Damon Ireland may be moving into another role. So we always need help with the community outreach, community engagement. Damon is at the farm show helping with the state beekeepers today. Entertainment, we really need someone to help drive the entertainment primarily this year is the picnic and the Christmas party, the holiday party. So if you're interested in doing that sort of thing, or you know somebody that is and would like to strong arm them into helping that, and it's always a group effort, but there needs to be someone leading that. So please consider. Grants, Paul does need a new member of his grant committee. There are two. It's Lauren and Paul. And I was a member of the grant committee, but it gets too much into uh, between board and presidency. I can't do it now. Going down to, we've got a new position called quartermaster. Sean is the quartermaster. He's going to be starting to inventory all of our equipment. And down that same uh, line is our storefront managers. I'm talking to Vince V and or Bill Rafferty, but Bill I know is in the room there um, to help manage the stuff that we sell on the marketplace. Uh, what do we have? You know, do we have? It says there's 100 patches online. How many do we actually have? So correlating that inventory, making sure we've got what we say we've got and can get it going. Thanks to Bill and Cynthia Rafferty. Bill's, I think, over there uh, on the side of the room. Is that Sean in the front row? Yeah. Okay. There's Sean. Here's our quartermaster. That's the problem with wide angle cameras. It's hard to tell. But Cynthia and Bill are helping us provide the liquid refreshments for today. Liquid being coffee and water. And I'm asking everybody if you could bring a snack to share with folks when you come to the meetings. And we'll talk about the raffler in a second. And just as a side note, the conference we've got some pretty good we've got a pretty good lineup of speakers. We've got a good group of people that are helping put it together. I think there's 19 volunteers right now. And that doesn't mean we don't need any more volunteers, and we certainly will need some day of events. So thanks. Next slide. Michelle did a great job of the holiday party, and all of her helpers really did a great job of putting that together in the next room over. Well, actually, in the room you're in was where all the food was. George and Tony picked up the fondant this year, and if you ended up with an extra block, please take it out to Cheslin and leave it in the shed. Uh, Carissa and her conference team I already talked about, and everybody who's helped out last year, and from my perspective, more importantly, who's going to help out this year. And we can't do it individually. We can only do it as a team and all working together. Many hands making light work. Next slide. By show of hands, people in the room, who wants to have a raffle coming back? I see a couple of hands. Anybody violently opposed to having a raffle? Okay. Anybody volunteer to do the raffle, to be the raffleier? And I can't see if any hands went up or not. That's not my hand going up. That's an example. If we get a raffleier, somebody who does it, we'll have a raffle. If we don't get a volunteer to do that, then there will be no raffle. I can't do it any other way, unfortunately. So reach out to me separately if you're interested in doing it. We in the past have had a budget of about $100 a month to go out and buy raffled items. We've also done it so that we've asked people to bring something in to raffle, and that's worked out pretty well at times. Again, enough of that. All right, breakouts. Should we have breakouts for beginners, breakouts for intermediate or advanced programs? Everybody who thinks we should, raise your hand. Okay, anybody opposed? Okay, seeing none. I couldn't see the whole room, but I think there was nobody that said no, we shouldn't ever do that. Okay, we'll start looking at doing that, doing some breakouts. So we can pull the beginners together. It makes a lot of sense once the beginners course starts. And the apprentice program is cooking along nicely, because then you've got that critical mass of folks to go to.
Think about the breakdown of the beginners, and that will work much easier if we have some input from you guys on what you would like to hear. Because if you guys say you want a breakout, it comes down to those of us that coordinate this to have to try to figure out what to discuss. So if we want to do some kind of breakout sessions, it would be great if we all gave input on some things you'd be interested in hearing. Yes, Tony?
How to keep our peace alive.
Yeah. It would be awesome. Thanks, that's all I wanted to say.
Thanks, Donna. I thank you for helping out in so many ways. Which is actually topics. What topics do you want to have? Not just at the breakouts. What topics do you want at the meeting? If you have a topic, please get with Donna and with Susie, and and if you have a topic you want to discuss, that's great. If there's a topic that you want more information on, you can help us find who's going to provide that topic. Please don't come in and throw the monkey on our backs. Help us get that monkey shared around the room. All right. Again, I've mentioned before for Bill, we do need a volunteer each month to bring the coffee and water. There is a QR code there. You can hit that. You can volunteer to take a month to bring the coffee and to bring the water. And then for everyone, please consider bringing a snack to share. All right. Really important, check the club calendar for the meeting location. Today's meeting, obviously, in a different place. Next month will probably also be in a different place because the entire facility is taken next month and in March. So what we may end up doing is we may move to a different location for the meeting, or we might move it into Saturday evening because it is available during the evening, but the whole facility is taken during the day from 8 in the morning till 4 or 5 o'clock at night.